mother, she sometimes worked making illegal donuts in East Germany, which was a luxury item and it was not allowed. But she did that. She sold that to people she knew in the neighborhood in Mansfeld. Siegfried was my school friend. He had a bakery. I had a machine with a jelly in it, with a pump. Now you stick the donut, stick it on, one squirt off. I used to help there in the nights. We used to do that in the bakery. Feisty came in the morning. They said, I hear you have something nice, really nice to sell. My mother said, no, where did you hear that? We don't have anything, bread and rolls and that what's necessary to eat. She also traded schnapps. My father made a still. He's a machine mechanic. He made a tank with the copper coil in it, cooling on a pot with a thermometer on it. And we used to make schnapps out of potato schnapps. We made it out of fruit, apples or whatever, and sugar beets. When the sugar beet season, the communists, they made the kids go out in the field to pick sugar beets, and they left the little ones. They said they were too lazy to pick them up, because it was volunteer work. So my parents went through those fields and they got the little sugar beets who were still left or they forgot, and we made sugar beet schnapps. We cooked in a kettle, and then we put it in a press, and we pressed the syrup out, and we put that in the mixed schnapps. And then my mother made peppermint, carrot seed, or cherry essence in. And we sold that on the black market. That's how we got food extra. We had to see that we get the best food to survive. That she traded something, bed sheets, silverware, or whatever, for food. That's what she did on the black market too. You had to buy milk wherever you can get it. We used to get it from the farm, from my father's side. They were all farmers. If you have 4 cows and a bull, you had to give milk from 5 cows. Even that the bull you cannot milk. But they got 5 rinder, and you have to give milk for 5. So you had the milk can from the government, and you had to put part of the milk in there for the babies and that, for the stores. And the milk truck came by and he took them. And they looked in if it's measured, there's a measuring on it, how much you had to give. And the rest of the milk was used, so they always had extra milk. Across the street from me, from my parents' house, is a food store. And they got delivery in the evening when it's cold, because they had no refrigerated trucks. They had like a 5-gallon bucket of marmalade, strawberry or sometimes berry, and they get it in the back in the store. And after the delivery truck went, all the business people in our street came. And my parents too. My mother went over there with a bowl. You had to bring your own bowl to get stuff in it. So she took her bowl over there, and they opened that bucket, and they gave the full jelly to all the people. And then the bucket was maybe that much lower. Then they put hot water in it and stirred it. And the next morning, people said, oh, you got new jelly. Yeah, I want some. They swam around, it probably was hard to put on the bread because it was mixed with hot water. And they had to get that thin stuff, and we got the heavy stuff, the way it came. Nylon socks for women, young women, you want to wear those. You couldn't get any in East Germany. My mother had to buy them on the black market in West Berlin, or we got it from my sister from West Germany. And when I grew up, we had nothing. I didn't have no bicycle tire. Well, I had tires still. They were all worn down. My father used to patch them. I had to pump tire pressure in the car, an hour later was half flat again because too many patches on it. Finally, we couldn't patch the tubes anymore. So my father used a fire hose, and he had to put the seam in it. He cut it sideways, overlapped it, and he put like coat hanger wire too and twisted it. So when at first I had the front wheel with the water hose on it. Every time I hit that seam, I went pop, 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 pop. And later on, the rear tire too, he had to put the same hose on it. So I went hop, 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 hop. That was the way I used my bicycle until I got the new tires. My mother, she went to Berlin. There used to be black market and the Alexander place. That's a big place with businesses around. There used to be black market. And she used to take French cigarettes for my brother from Africa he sent. And she traded those. They were high in demand, American or French cigarettes. She traded that for a pair of tires. And the tires happened to be white sideline with Continental on it. That's a West German tire. In East Germany, you couldn't buy no tires for the bicycle. So my mother, she put the tires around her waist. And they, with strings. And they put the winter coat over. And on the way home, in the railroad station, the mayor's wife was there. Said, Maria, my colleague, it's not that cold. You wear that winter coat and you look like you can't wait. She said, yeah. She couldn't tell him that she had bicycle tires wrapped around her. And then she came home, we unwrapped it. My father put the tires on my bicycle and I was so proud of it. I want to go on the street riding with white Continental tires. They said, no. Do you know that comes from West Berlin, from the black market? So we went in the carton. We made a mud bath in a bucket and we smeared mud all over the tires. And then we let just the stuff brittle off, but I left the brown dirt on the tires. Said, now you can go out on the street. It doesn't look new.